Thanks for tuning into this market wrap. And, we've had a decent day today, led by PSUs and PSU banks, yes. But you have to admit that the Nifty by itself didn't do too badly. Yes, the mid caps and the small caps did much better. If you look at the broader end of the spectrum, I think outstanding performance, about 1% each for both the mid cap and the small cap indices. And the market breadth kind of brought it out because we had a solid market breadth from almost the beginning of the day, and it kind of stayed that way. Look at this, about 1300 to 649. We started off much higher, of course, but not that we ended too badly. I mean, it was almost 2:1 in favor of the advances. So you kind of take it with both hands on a day like this. So that is part one of the point. Part two is what did well in sectoral indices. So if you look at the sectoral gainers, PSU banks topped the list. Then energy was right up there. There was strength in autos, led predominantly by Mahindra and Mahindra, by the way, and some strength in real estate as well. Though a little bit of a pullback in FMCG. All the four majors on the index sulked really badly. Bring up the heat map and then bring up the individual components. First the heat map and show you who the gainers were on the index. M&M led the list, 7% higher. Then the PSU pack. So BPCL, NTPC, Power Grid, ONGC, SBI, Coal India. 6 PSUs, so very strong gains. And the FMCG pack that I was talking about, look at this. ITC, Nestle, HUL, Britannia. So this whole block had a very tough day. But within those indices, what did well and what did not. Quickly bring up the sectoral gainers of a couple of indices, if you will. So maybe bring up PSU banks, and maybe bring up energy. So this is PSU banks. BOI 5.5%, PNB about 5%. There was strength in Canara Bank about 3% as well. Not too many losers, in fact, hardly any losers here. And not too many losers in the other index, which is energy. I mean, a couple of them, maybe a Reliance, but look at HPBP, there was GAIL, Indian Oil, some very strong moves today in the oil and gas pack. Lastly, before we wrap, there were some stocks which hit 52-week highs, and it's an interesting list today, by the way, because you had Ather, you had Azad Engineering, 1071, BCL Industries at 12% higher, did really well for itself, and there were others like Chennai Petro, which hit record highs, as did Cummins, and as did Gensol Engineering. So some very strong moves for a clutch of names, and there were more in store, of course, here. But this is an indicative list of stocks which did really well. Well, 2 good days for the market. Can we do a try or tomorrow as we wrap up the week? Time will tell. Thanks so much for tuning in.